Good morning, all. I welcome you for the lecture series in the course Manufacturing and Measurement Techniques. So, everyone sees a small picture on the right side. Could you able to recognize this picture? Yes, it is a railway line where few components are fixed and some molten metal is there. So, let us explore what is the purpose of using this setup. Let us see what is thermit welding. So thermit welding is a metal joining process that uses an exothermic chemical reaction between the aluminum powder and iron oxide to produce molten steel. So this molten steel is being filled in between the gaps of the rails to produce long rails, right? So usually we use 20 meters long rail, not more than that. We all imagine that yeah, how this, whenever we travel in train, we always think about how this rails are being continuously fixed. So there is also a temporary joint where bolts and nuts are used, fishbone plate is used to fix this two rails. But when we go for permanent joint, we use this thermit welding process. So ignition, heating, bonding are the three principal reactions that is happening. So the thermit reaction is ignited typically with the magnesium ribbon, like our lighter, which we use to ignite our gas stove, triggering an exothermic reaction between aluminum powder and iron oxide. Exothermic reaction means it uh, gives away a lot of heat when the reaction happens. Aluminum combines with iron oxide to form iron oxide plus iron, aluminum oxide plus iron, and excess amount of heat. So the reaction produces extremely high temperatures up to 2500 degrees centigrade, melting the iron and steel components to be joined. So here the aluminum oxide is a byproduct, and iron forms the main product which bonds two rails. The molten steel flows into the joint, creating strong metallurgical bonds between the workpiece as it cools and solidifies. So this is the mold preparation. The weld mold is carefully constructed around the joint, providing a cavity for the mold steel to flow into. So this thermit powder reaction is looking like crackers which emit fire. So aluminum oxide is poured and the crucible above the mold. Pouring the mold, ignition, the thermit reaction is ignited and the resulting molten steel is poured into the molten to form the weld. So what are the advantages of thermit welding? It's a high strength welding process where permanent joint with good metallurgical bond is obtained. And it is versatile. We can carry the setup to anywhere. Wide range of materials and metals can also be welded using this thermit welding process. So on-site applications, we all know that railway wheels or railway lines that is being constructed on the offshore or anywhere where we construct, we can use this thermit welding for welding process. And it's a cost-effective, relatively inexpensive than other welding methods where we use current, gas, etc. for heating. So the major applications we could find railroad repair, as we see so many things in rail sections, how we are joining. And the interesting part is when we get a sound, when you go for a journey, we are having a continuous knocking sound in the wheel and rail. That is because of this welded part. And heavy industry, we use this for fabrication large machinery such as crane components and mining equipments. And infrastructure industry, we utilize for construction of many bridges, pipelines, and other critical infrastructure projects. So Coming to the safety considerations, we follow the normal safety standards which we follow for the welding. And quality control, we go for visual inspection and metallurgical analysis. And most of the time we go for non-destructive testing, especially ultrasonic and magnetic particle testing. So this is a very innovative technique, and environmental impact of thermit welding process is very, very minimum. Automation of thermit welding processes are being developed to enhance precision, consistent, and improve the productivity. Efforts are underway to develop more environmental friendly thermit mixtures and reduce the carbon footprint of this welding method. I hope you understood thermit welding clearly. We'll meet you in the next lecture series. Thank you.